What's the crack?
Hey guys, what's up?
Look at this. So a couple of people just called back to see me, just to catch up to see what has happened. It's been maybe a year or thereabouts, and these girls are coming back. I had to get them on video. I've convinced them to meet them nice coffee, bought them lunch and shit just so they come on video, because I really wanted these girls to tell their stories, because where they are right now is completely different to where these girls were a year ago, right?
Yeah. 5 months ago for me.
5 months ago, you've
5 months.
Oh shit! So, girls, introduce yourself. I'm going to start from left to right, just so we know where we're going.
Hey guys, so my name is Viki on Instagram, Viki Fitness, we know me as, and yeah, I was here 1 year ago. I graduated a couple of days ago, a year ago. So
nearly to the day.
Nearly to the day, just after Halloween. Yeah.
Spooky shit. Go, Laurel.
And I'm Laurel. On Instagram, I'd be Laurel G. And 5 months ago, I graduated in May, so 6 months ago. And yeah, now I'm killing it.
Really? That's why I wanted to get them on, because these girls now are in very, very different places to where I first met them a while ago. And the people that are going to be watching this video in my own group in the Elite Fitness Performance Coaching Community are going to be people who are maybe thinking about getting into fitness. They have a passion for fitness. And I wanted these girls to give some advice and tell a bit about their stories, how they get into this thing. Because I know some of the struggles that they had originally are probably where some of you people are right now. And you can find maybe some hope or an idea of what it's going to be like if you're getting into this and you're thinking about this as a career for yourself going forward. So, Viki, I want to start with you. Like, can you tell us what happened? What made you get into fitness in the first place? Yeah.
So I was always into the gym. When I was younger, I went up to Total Fitness with my dad before school, and I didn't know what I was doing. Just jump on the treadmill, jump on the skier bike, 10 minutes. Oh yeah, I'm done sweating. So that was kind of a few years. I always liked the gym, but didn't know what I was doing. Then went away, put on 2 stone in Chicago, went away to Canada, put on a couple more stone, ended up getting to, 14 stone.
Holy shit.
So about 14 stone for a couple of years, ate whatever I wanted, could have been having 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 calories a day. And then when I came home, so I went to Australia then, had to put a bikini on. I was like, something's not right at all. So felt like shite. So then I wanted to change, and actually wanted to change. So I went to F45 training in Sydney every day for about 6 months, and I was coming home for my sister's wedding. And then I came home and decided to stay at home. I'd lost about 3.5, nearly 4 stone. I'm just giving you a little really quick snippets here. Yeah. And then when I came home, I was home for good, and I was like, yeah, I work with kids, so I was like, I'll just find another nanny job or just go back into preschool. And then I was like, actually, no, I want to change. Like, I changed my life, and now I love helping people. So then I realized if I could help someone transform their life, and they can if I help them lose 3, 4 stone, whatever they want to lose, and achieve their goals, like that would be the best feeling in the world. So,
okay. So the journey you had losing weight, so you were like 14 stone, and then started.
I don't even know what that is.
It's 89
kg, 89 kg down to 60. Now about 64, 65.
Holy shit. So nearly like about 30 odd kilos?
Yeah.
Of loss?
Yeah.
How long did that take?
6 months.
6 months?
When I came here, I'd lost it. But then I built muscle up the last year, and I'm happier now.
Right, gotcha.
And so when I started the course, I was about 60 kg, but a bit heavier now, but then I'm stronger now. So yeah.
Holy shit, that is some journey. Okay, so your own fitness journey made you think and see, I suppose, a different way for you to go, a different way to help people, and that was your main thing. You
wanted to help other people do what I did, because they can, and people just don't know where to start. So.
Okay, then I suppose you obviously wanted to turn this into a career. You came. What was your worries about getting into the industry, or did you have any worries? Or
everyone was like, "Oh yeah, I remember." Like some friends and people were like, "Oh yeah, I did that course. Oh yeah, the one online. You can do nutrition ones too. You can do PT course. Yeah. Like I did it on the side like a hobby. Like I haven't really done anything with it, but like yeah, it's great. Like, but you're gonna go back to the kid. Like they wanted, because I did Montessori teaching in college. They were thought it'd be a hobby, and my parents were even really hesitant as well. Like everyone was like, sure, look, see what happens. No one thought that I would be working in a gym, making money like I am now. Like no one thought it was gonna be a career.
Okay.
Well, they weren't laughing, but they were like, here's another thing that he's gonna do. Like go on and see.
Right. So what made this different then? When did it change? What the hell happened?
When I came in, I met you.
Right.
Me and Laurel came in.
Yeah,
and my cousin Simon told me to come down to the guys, and I
met Jay. We met Jay, didn't we? Or I met Jay.
Met Jay the first day as well, yeah. And then we were just second we were chatting to you, and I was like, oh, this can happen. And then when I did the course, and it was obviously it was amazing throughout the 6 weeks. But then when you told us the whole business aspect of things, I was like, I can fucking do this. I'm going to fucking do it. So.
Yes.
Cursing. We're like,
no, that's okay. There'd be something wrong if there wasn't a few fucks going around in here. Yeah, I remember there was an email I remember sending, and it was like, whenever we showed you how to do the numbers that you guys wanted to do, people always do this in the business course. They want to know, like, how do you make 30 grand, 40 grand, 50 grand, or whatever. And I think in that day, you wanted to earn 50 grand. I showed you the figures, and you went home. I remember you saying you went home, you told your family, and what happened?
They were just like, oh yeah, okay, yeah. Well, start slow. Like, I'm like, no, I can make it. I'm like, once I can make it. I'm gonna make 50 grand. And the next year, I will. And I did.
You did.
I did.
That happened.
I did it.
No one's fucking laughing then. I love that shit. Okay, so tell me, that was a year ago. What is happening right now?
What's happening now? So I'm working in Raw down in Sandyford, and well, when I say work, it doesn't feel like work because I'm so happy. So the difference of it not being able to become a career, then I like trickled into becoming a career, and now I find my calling to be able to help people, but also just every day I'm happy. So I've changed. Like, I've changed. My clients have helped them grow, but the main thing is I've changed, and now I can, because I'm so happy and so positive, and I love my job, I can show that to my clients, make them feel better, help them to feel better, and kind of just buzz off each other. So take clients down there now, and I'm just loving it. Work about 4 or 5 hours in the morning, then I just do what I want for the rest of the day. So it makes me happy.
This actually is a real career for you.
It's unbelievable.
Holy shit, Laurel! Like, how did you end up here?
So I'm from Canada, if you don't know, long ways away. And I've always been into fitness in the gym. My parents were both mad into it. My mom taught aerobics. My dad was mad into bodybuilding. I was running since I was 8 years old, and then my dad took me into the gym when I was probably 13, 14 and started lifting weights. I had my first personal trainer when I was 16, went through about 5 by the time I was 21. And when I graduated high school, I knew that I've always known that I wanted to do this and help other people, like, share my passion. I've always been passionate about it. And everyone was like, it's not a real career, you can't make money doing that, like, there's no way. So I went to university for 5 years, changed my major probably about every year, maybe like 3 or 4 times. And I hated every second of it. And I spent more time in the gym during university than I did in school studying, because it was my outlet. I hated school, so I just was in the gym. And I'd be reading books about nutrition and exercise and all that kind of crap, learning on my own. And didn't make a career out of anything from school. When I graduated, I went back home and I got a marketing job. Fucking hated every second of it. Every second of it. I was still in the gym. And yeah, then I went traveling.
But what point did you, like, you're in this marketing job, you're there. What point, you must have hit a point where you said, shit has to change here. Do you remember that day?
Yeah, it was kind of at the point where I think I was like 23. And it was at the point where, like, okay, you're gonna stay here, and this is gonna be your career. And I remember sitting at my desk, and like my feet were like getting swollen from sitting there for so long, and like I had been counting down the minutes every day all week, and I would like call in sick as much as I could. Just like I would have the worst anxiety Sunday about thinking about going in. And I remember one day sitting there, it was snowing out, and I was like, either I had an opportunity to go traveling, and it was like either I travel and I get the fuck out of this. Or I'm going to be stuck in...
I think she curses more than anything.
Sorry.
She does.
I'm sorry. Or I'm going to be stuck here forever, like in this job that I hate. And I looked at people who hated their 9-to-5 jobs, and I was like, I can't. And not so much as 9 to 5, but just the fact of sitting at a desk doing the same thing over and over, not helping, seeing the change in people.
I bet there's probably people thinking, and this probably went through your mind, where the realization hits you, you go, this is it.
Yes, exactly.
Forever.
Yes. That's exactly what in my head. I was 23 years old, and I was like, what? I was like, I'm not happy. I'm not happy at all. Like, the gym was the most important thing. Like, anything that's ever happened to me in my life, it was always go to the gym, train. And I just wanted to share my passion and like help other people the way exercise helped me, not just like physically, but like emotionally, mentally, whatever as well. Because as Arnold Schwarzenegger said, exercise is best medicine. Didn't he say that?
Definitely. Well, he did. He did not. I believe it.
I said it. I'll take that. Take the credit.
Okay, so now that you've actually seen the other side, or what changed? Because there you are, you're thinking, right, I have to freaking change. If I keep doing this, I'm going to end up with a gun in my mouth. What changed?
So I went traveling. I just I don't know, I had a bunch of money saved, so I just fucked it all away and went traveling. Came home, I was like, okay, I'll just go traveling for, I'm sorry. I've been traveling for a few months, and I came home unhappy. I was like, I have to leave again. So I went traveling again, only meant to go for about 3 months. And I just booked a one-way ticket, and then I just didn't come home. I went to Central America, went to Asia again, and then I ended up in Australia, and then I ended up just living there for a year. I met Viki, and we became best friends, and then I met my boyfriend in Australia. He's Irish, so I actually moved to Ireland. Viki did this course here. She's like, you have to fucking do it. You love this shit. I'm going to do it. You're going to do it. She came here, talked to lads, was convinced, brought me in, talked to the lads.
I remember that day, because when she came in, it just sounded like one of those people that have just decided, fuck it, I'm going to do fitness, fuck everything. I was going, I don't know about this one here. But like now knowing the shit that you went through, and knowing the more it completely makes sense when you finally just had enough of it. You were like, no, this is what I should be fucking doing.
Yeah.
You know?
It's like it's the perfect time for everything. Like, and after I started this course, everything found place, and like I was in tears when I finally like paid the money and was like, oh my god, I'm doing this. Like a weight had been lifted, and I was like, this is gonna be my life. Like this is it. Like I'm gonna do this. And
Deadly.
Yeah.
So both of you kind of had this idea that this wasn't something you could do for a career, or maybe society or your friends or your family, whatever. It just isn't out there that this is actually a real job and you can do stuff with this. The thing is now, that's different for you, right? Where about you now? I can't believe this.
I know. Honestly, I can't believe what? I can't believe it's 5 months. I graduated end of May, immediately got a job slack at Dundrummer. Viki had been working as well. Killed myself with clients there. I was making really good money, and then moved over to Ross Sandyford. Same thing, working minimal hours a day and just loving it. Like I just love seeing look at my clients' face when they like notice a change and everything. It's just things you have to be passionate about. You have to be motivated to do well in this industry.
And it's crazy that it's not like, okay, like I know it is our career, but like sometimes it's so exciting that it is. Like you're like, I know. What is like, this is life. Like people are like, oh, what is life? And you're like, this is life. Like we created this. Like we came down, we did this course, we created this for ourselves. And
what were we talking about? We said something today. We were like, it's almost like a job, and we're like, wait, it is a job.
Yeah, I'm like,
yeah, you just don't see it again.
Oh my god, it's work. Like,
yeah, if this is work, fuck me.
You're not really makes you happy. Like, fuck life.
You'll never work a day in your life.
Yeah.
It's so.
Don't get me wrong. It's like you have to work hard. Like it is.
Yeah, I work at 5 a.m. But I'm getting up and I'm just like buzzing around.
But this is the thing. If you love what you do, it never really seems like work. No matter what you have to do in it, then you know you're doing the right thing.
Yeah.
But for some people, you know, maybe that's tough to do, or they're getting it in for the wrong reasons. I know there's probably lots of people who might look at this. And we're not trying to make it out that this is super, super easy and anybody can do it.
No,
I mean,
no.
It's tough. You're building a business, right?
Yeah.
But you guys knew exactly why you were getting into it. And any of the things that people would see as problems, you just see as challenges because you know that you would love to do this and you're happy doing it every single day.
Yeah. And sorry, I have to say, once the course was like almost done and everything, I was like confident in my knowledge, confident about training people, blah, blah, blah. But I wasn't confident in like the business side of things. And I was like, how am I going to sell myself now? And then after the business day, again, in tears because I'm a baby or whatever. But after I walked out of that day, the business day, I was like, I know exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make a shit ton of money. I'm gonna enjoy what I do. I'm gonna love it. And like, it's
because you guys heard about us. Like it's
you're so passionate about it as well.
And you want us to do well. Like, we'll email you get back to us straight away. Like you want to hear how we're getting on. Like you give a shit. So
that's why we're back here again today.
That's exactly it. And you know, I give a shit about the people on the other side who are probably watching this video and they're trying to think about like, well, what can they learn from that? You guys have now, your stage is ahead of some of the people who are going to be watching this video, or there could be people watching this video who are trainers and could probably get some advice from you guys. Because like, what are you doing right now that's working really, really well for you? How are you getting clients right now? What's working?
So for me, it's like marketing yourself, like Instagram, whatever, like social media, chatting to people. Like, so when you're in the gym, like
put yourself out there, like chat to people.
Yeah, exactly. And just being
nice,
being sociable, like being who we are,
just being sound. Just be sound. Don't be shy back.
And because we're really open people, we're really approachable.
Yeah.
People might not think we are, but we're so approachable. They come up and they're like, oh, they're fucking sound, and we just get along with people and want to help people. I think people they like to see the transformation as well, to see that when people say like that girl was born skinny or whatever, like it's nice to see the difference.
Yeah, well, now you just said you were 14 on stone.
Yeah,
holy shit. Yeah, that's
people
the thing.
People can relate to us. Like
you're real.
I'll never forget. I was in a plank position and I was, disposable ball. I was like whacking it, like in a plank position, like you have to, like your cores are all tight and you're like hitting it down, and I'll never, like my head was down, I'll never forget, I was bawling. It was like 6 a.m, I was in F45 in Sydney, and I just was like, what the fuck am I putting myself through? But I was like, I'm gonna do this, and I just was whacking the shit out of it. I came up and there was tears everywhere, but it was like amazing. The feeling was so good. I was like, it was so challenging, but I was like, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this.
The thing, if you went through that journey, you know exactly what some of the clients who come to you for weight loss, you can empathize with them, you being in that situation.
Yeah.
So a lot of people that maybe don't know you, maybe watching this or seeing you, because you guys are all over Instagram at the minute with the raw thing. I'm sure there's some people that look at that and go, fuck, look at those two girls. Oh, that's so easy for them. You know, that sort of thing. And the thing is, they don't understand your story.
People like to think that. People like to be like, oh, they're just fucking around. They're just whatever. Like, it's like, no, we work hard. Yeah. Like, we, in front of the camera, like, you're going to have a bit of a laugh. Like, you're going to have the crack. Because
we don't put the behind the scenes stuff when we're actually killing ourselves.
And editing for 10 hours. And then our laptop Mac there's no space on it, and anyway.
The shit that happens.
Shit story. We don't need to tell you all the shit, but there's shit.
Of course there is. Of course there is.
But
well,
it's like,
let me ask you, what would you say, what advice could you give to people who are maybe thinking, they're watching this and they're thinking, I would love to do this, but it's different for them. They're worried. Somebody who was right back where you were when it started. What would you say to those people? What advice would you have to give them? What would you say after thinking about getting into fitness?
I'd say walk in here and just see how it feels.
That's a plug.
No, but like just walk in and just at least just come here. As in for a career. Like as in just see how, like just come in and you'll know, because we walked in here and we knew I watched the video. There's some video about video, and that got me fired up. But then I walked in here and was like, holy shit, this is what I want to do. But I never got the feeling walking into a gym before, so that's what I knew. When I know. So if you're not sure, I would just come down. I wouldn't even be, well, you can't go to the website, but just come down.
Right, okay. And what would you say to them if they're worried about the things like, is it a real career? Can you make money out of this? Is it hard? Is it saturated? There's no job? You know, what would you think about all that sort of stuff?
I think there's always going to be an excuse, but if you really want it, it doesn't matter. There are no excuses. You can't make a logical excuse. The truth is, like, if you want something and you really want it, just fucking do it. There is no excuse. Like, just do it.
Fucking half and I'm like,
sorry.
And then, go on. Sorry. And then
that was good though. I like that.
Bleep.
Go. What were we going to say, Viki?
No, I can't. I had it in my head, but now I'm just
absolute sailor, cursing like a sailor over here. Worse than me. People say I curse. They have not met Laurel.
I don't even know why I swear so much. Even with my clients, I'm like, I'm so sorry. Whenever I get excited about something, I'm like,
well, no, hold on. Research has shown that people who curse are actually more trustworthy. That's science. That's fucking science.
You heard it here. Science.
True. So those other training providers that don't curse, they're liars. Fucking liars.
Fucking liars.
Daily.
I don't remember the question, sorry.
That's it. All we want to know is any advice or anything you would say to somebody thinking about getting into this thing.
I was going to say, I live in the moment a lot more. I would be worried a lot. So what I would have done a year ago, but like, what if like everyone laughs at me? What if I put myself out there? What if I get on Instagram? What if like people won't think that I'm serious? It'll just be a hobby, blah, blah, blah. Just don't stop thinking. Just go and do it. Like, just go and do it. Like, if you want to do it, go and do it. If you want to do it, go and do it. Simple.
And it doesn't matter what anyone else thinks. Like, who the fuck are they anyway? It doesn't matter. Just do what you want to do. Do you. Just do you.
Deadly. That is brilliant. I think that's where we're going to end this. Girls, thank you very much. Do you want to tell these guys where they can learn more about yous, your Instagram shit?
Yeah, watch for our YouTube channel, LV Uncut. We'll be sharing some shenanigans.
What's it called?
LV Uncut.
LV Uncut.
LV Uncut is our kind of thing. We need to have an Instagram together, but at the moment, you can head over. I don't know if we can pop down here, but at Viki Curse or VK Fitness, and then
at I don't know if we pop it down there. Laurel G, and then an underscore at the bottom.
We can put a link in.
The dude who does the
do
that. Obviously, I don't do that. If somebody paid a fellow people to work or something does that. No, I'll do that later.
Feel free to reach out to us and ask us any questions as well. We respond.
Deadly. Thank you very much, guys. And see you people who tuned in for this. Thanks for watching. See you soon.